I have done this recording too many times. I even wasted a half an hour of my time doing that. Why? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. What is up, guys? This is McMahonChiefAnt here. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be doing something very unique. So what I'm going to be doing is the Try a Chapter tag. I chose 5 books that I'm going to be trying the first chapters to, and I'm going to see which ones I want to read and go on with, or whether I'm just going to set it down and not go back to it. So not only will this clear my bookshelves, kind of, maybe, I don't know, but it's also going to, it's really going to help me with, what to read next, because I have quite a few books on my shelves that I thought I was never going to get to, but I'm just pulling them out right here, right now, and I'm just gonna get to them. So, my goal is to get at least, you guys ready? Oh, stupid bookmarks. 3. I was about to do, I was going to do an elegant, 3, but that failed. But 3 bookmarks set for 3 potential books that I'm going to be reading. So, enough chit-chat. Let's see what I'm going to be reading. Alright, so what I'm going to be reading is, Upton Sinclair's The Jungle, which is about the meat packing industry. This is going to be really interesting if I actually like it. Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I don't know what this is about. Sorry, guys. I just got it for $3. This beautiful copy for $3 at a library bookstore. So, I don't know. Though I do think that that chapter will be the longest. I think that's like a 25-page first chapter. And then, Tis by Frank McCourt. I'm really excited for this one, because if you guys didn't know, I read Angela's Ashes, which is by the same author, and loved it. It's one of my new favorite memoirs of all time, if not my favorite memoir besides The Glass Castle. And this is just a sequel, so I'm pumped for that. A book that I've been having on my bookshelf for pretty much all year, and that is out of my John Steinbeck collection. This is the final one I have left to read, and that is Tortilla Flat. I'm really excited to see how I think of this. I think this may be one of the ones I'm really sure I'm going to continue, because it's John Steinbeck. He's one of my favorite authors. And finally, something I'm on the verge of, because if I like this, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm not going to be shocked if I like this, but I'm also not going to be shocked if I don't like this. That's Jonathan Franzen's The Corrections. I just heard a lot about this book, and it's just been flying everywhere, and it's just, people say it's amazing, some people say it's awful, but I think every book's worth a shot. So, I'm just going to go with it. So, those are the 5 books I'm going to be reading. I'm just getting them back into order. So, without further delay, I'm going to pause the recording right now, and I'll get back with you guys later. Okay, so I just read the first chapters of 5 books, and, I have some pretty interesting thoughts on them, though I'm going to get the worst one out of the way right now. The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. I hated this first chapter so much that when I found out it was 20 pages long, I was 10 pages into it, and I found I had another 10 pages left, and I said I was done. I hated the first chapter of this book. It literally was just describing the arrival of meat in Chicago, and it was just, I hated the writing straight off, and the characters' names? Why are the characters named like that? Are they mean something in a different language? But I don't know. I just hated the first chapter of The Jungle by Upton Sinclair, so that one's going off my shelf immediately. And then the next one I've got is Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I'm definitely continuing this one. The first chapter hooked me right in. It's literally this premise is described in 5 pages, and the story starts off with the first page. Not the first page, but the first chapter. And, this is another 20-page chapter, but, I read it all because it was absolutely fantastic. So I'm already on page 20. Or 25, because this book starts at page 5 for some reason. But Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's Americana, definitely reading this one. It just seems fantastic. The next one, and I'm definitely continuing this one, There's No Shock, Tis by Frank McCourt. I read 2 chapters of this. That's how good this was so far. seriously, I'm just flushed back with McCourt's writing and his own like universe, not his own universe because this is a memoir, but his like writing style and the way that he describes our universe and our world in New York, and just it's gorgeous already, and I know I'm gonna love this. So Tis by Frank McCourt, I think I'm gonna love it. Because of how much I love Angela's Ashes, I think I'm gonna adore that. The next book that I'm gonna be reading is Tortilla Flat by John Steinbeck. There's no doubt about it. I'm reading this hands down. Just the first chapter, it wasn't my favorite. That title goes to Americana, but it was interesting. I did like this, but it had some really good insight in the first straight off, and we get introduced to our two main characters pretty well. But I don't think this is going to be one of Steinbeck's best. I do think that this is going to be one of the lesser ones, but at the same time, I think I'm going to really enjoy this. So I'm going on with it. And that's 3 right there, but I'm kind of on the fence about the corrections. This book, like, the first chapter was really boring me at first, and I'm like, ugh, whatever. And then I turned to the final page, hooked me in like a fish on a hook. Like a fish with a worm and whatever that analogy is. This had an awesome cliffhanger for part 1. And I don't know, part one, what? Chapter 1. But it was, I don't know what to do about this one, guys. I may announce on Twitter whether I'm going to be reading this one or not, but right now it's going back on the shelf just because I have to read some other ones first, but that's what I chose. So, the corrections I'm on the fence about, Americana, Tis, and Tortilla Flat I'm definitely getting to, and The Jungle, forget that book. So that was the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below on what you guys thought of this, and tell me if you want to see more of this. So, because it's definitely getting me off of my TBR. It's trying to make me read a lot more. So anyway, I'm Mega Man Chief Fan, and I'll see you later, guys.